Every 11 seconds, an older adult in America is rushed to the emergency room because of a fall. But here's something most people don't realize. In many cases, the fall itself isn't the real danger. What truly determines the outcome is what happens, or doesn't happen, in the first 5 minutes after the fall. And unfortunately, most people, even those who've fallen before, have never been taught what to do next. Your body has a built-in survival system designed to protect you. But after age 60, that system starts to slow down, and fear often takes control. You freeze, panic sets in, and sometimes you try to move before your body is ready, which can make things worse. Today, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple but powerful, science-backed steps that can help you stay safe, avoid serious injury, and regain your confidence, even if you live alone. This isn't about strength or fitness. It's about understanding the right sequence, smart biology, combined with a calm mind. If you've ever thought, what if I fall and no one's around? Stay with me. You're about to learn what emergency responders wish every older adult practiced long before they ever needed to. Before we begin, tell me your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Step 1. Reset your breath before you move. The moment your body hits the ground, something ancient and automatic takes over. Your brain doesn't say, let's get up quickly. It says, freeze, conserve, survive. It's a built-in reflex called tonic immobility, a primal response to trauma. When that happens, your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your muscles stiffen. This reaction might have helped our ancestors avoid predators, but for older adults today, it can become a hidden risk, especially if you try to move before your body has reset. Here's the truth. Your muscles won't respond properly until your nervous system resets. And the key to that reset isn't movement, it is breath. In a study published in the Journal of Geriatric Emergency Medicine, researchers found that older adults who practiced deep diaphragmatic breathing after a fall regained coordination up to 40% faster than those who didn't. Why? Because slow, controlled breathing brings oxygen back to the brain, calms panic, and reawakens communication between your mind and your muscles. Think of your breath as the power switch that turns your body back on. The best part? You don't need to move an inch to begin. Even if you feel scared, dizzy, or disoriented, your breath is something you can always control. This first step isn't just physical, it is emotional. It is your way of telling your body, I am calm, I am present, I am not broken. When you control your breath, you start to regain control of the moment, and that one act can completely change what happens next. How to do it? Stay still. Don't try to sit or roll just yet. Close your eyes if it feels safe. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold gently for 2 seconds. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this 3 times, focusing only on the rhythm of your breathing. You'll start to notice your heart rate slowing and your muscles releasing tension. That is your body reconnecting with your brain. When your breathing feels steady and calm, you are ready to move on to the next step. Step 2. Stillness and scan. Don't move until you listen. After a fall, most people make one dangerous mistake. They try to prove they're okay. I am fine, they whisper, forcing themselves to stand up, only to collapse again moments later. But here is something crucial to understand. The first 2 minutes after a fall are not about movement, they're about listening. Your body speaks in whispers after trauma. Small signs like dizziness, tingling, or pain may start subtly before they intensify. If you rush, you might miss the warning. In Japan, this step is called the stillness check. It is not inaction, it is intelligence. Your body and brain have just experienced a shock. Your blood pressure might have fallen, and your vestibular system, the part that controls balance, is disoriented. Moving too quickly can exacerbate the injury, so just stop, stay calm, and listen closely to what your body is trying to tell you before you take your next step. In fact, a 2023 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults who paused for at least 90 seconds after falling had 30% fewer secondary injuries than those who immediately tried standing up. The key takeaway is being aware before taking action. You are not doing nothing on that pause. You are running a quiet diagnostic. Ask yourself, do you know where you are? Can you remember what happened? Do you feel any sharp pains, dizziness, or confusion? If the answers are not clear, don't move yet. Your body is still recalibrating. This is not weakness, but wisdom. Give yourself only 1 to 2 minutes of intentional stillness, allowing for the blood flow to normalize, the shock to settle, and your brain to get control. Most importantly, you take back your power, not by reacting fast, but by responding smart. How to do it? Keep your head and neck exactly where they landed. Don't twist or turn. Close your eyes gently and take a deep breath in and out. Now, mentally scan 3 things: breath, pain, and orientation. Is your breathing steady? Do you have any sharp or spreading pain? Do you know where you are and what just happened? If you feel dizzy, nauseated, or disoriented, stay still and keep breathing until the feeling passes. When your head is clear and your body feels stable, you are ready for step 3, micro movement check. Step 3, micro movement check. Reboot your awareness. Once your breath has calmed and your awareness is restored, the next question is, can your body move, and can it move safely? This is where most people make their next mistake. They sit up too fast, twist their spine, or push with weak joints. And suddenly a minor fall turns into a major injury. That is why this step isn't about big movements. It is about micro movements. Teeny, controlled, low-risk actions that reboot your body's internal GPS, also known as proprioception. After a fall, that internal GPS often gets scrambled. Your brain loses track of where your limbs are in space. It is like waking up in the dark and trying to find the light switch. You need small, gentle movements to reorient yourself, and science proves it works. A study from the University of Kyoto found that seniors who practiced slow limb activation after a simulated fall restored balance and muscle coordination significantly faster than those who stayed frozen or tried to get up all at once. Here is the insight. Movement itself isn't dangerous. Uncontrolled movement is. By testing small areas of your body, your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles, you give your brain real-time feedback without risking further harm. Even better, this step rebuilds confidence. Every small motion you can control sends a message. I am okay. I am healing. I can move. Confidence, in this case, becomes medicine. This step reconnects the lines of communication between your nervous system and your muscles. It reassures your body. We're safe, we're stable, we're in control. So before you even think about getting up, take time to scan your body from the ground up. If something hurts, stop immediately. But if everything feels right, your body is ready for the next step. How to do it? Start by wiggling your fingers on both hands, then your toes. Notice any sharp pain, tingling, or numbness. Slowly rotate your wrists and ankles. Gently bend your knees, not to sit up yet, just to test. Finally, roll your shoulders lightly. If these movements feel smooth and pain-free, you've confirmed that your motor system is working. You're reawakening control one joint at a time. This slow scan may take only 30 to 60 seconds, but it provides priceless feedback. If your body feels stable, it's time for step 4, the roll and rise method. Step 4, the roll and rise method. Get up like a pro. You've reset your breath. You've checked your awareness. Your body says it's ready, but now comes the moment that makes most people panic, getting up. And that panic, it's exactly when most secondary injuries occur. It happens over and over again. People rush, lose balance, and end up falling a second time. But with the right technique, you can rise safely, steadily, and with total control. Someone tries to stand up too quickly, putting weight on a weak joint, twisting their back, or reaching for something unstable, and suddenly, one fall turns into 2. But there's a better, safer way. It's called the roll and rise method, and it's been tested in thousands of physical therapy clinics and hospitals around the world. This sequence isn't for speed, it's for safety, control, and minimum strain on your spine and joints. There is a method behind this. It works with the natural movement patterns of your body: rolling, crawling, rising, the same ones you used as a child. Why? Because those patterns are hardwired into your nervous system to evenly distribute weight, protect your lower back, and avoid sudden drops in blood pressure. A clinical study by the National Institute on Aging found that seniors trained in this method were 45% less likely to experience muscle strain or fainting after a fall. Here's what makes this step so powerful. It gives you direction. Instead of panicking or guessing what to do, your body follows a calm, proven rhythm. It replaces fear with focus. You don't need strength to stand. You need intentional movement. This method gives you the blueprint, so when you're ready, don't just get up. Rise like someone who knows exactly how to do it. Slowly bend one knee and roll onto your side. Choose the side that feels the least painful. Support your head with your arm and pause. Take a slow, deep breath. Gently push up onto your elbow, then your forearm, and finally onto both hands. Bring one leg forward and shift onto your hands and knees. Crawl carefully toward a stable surface, like a sturdy chair or low couch. Place your hands on the seat. Bring one foot forward and push up into a kneeling position. Then, rise slowly and with control until you're fully standing. You're up, but your recovery isn't finished yet. Step 5. The recovery window. Own the next 15 minutes you're standing. You made it, but don't celebrate too fast, because this next phase is when many people let their guard down and fall again. Here's what most don't realize. The 15 minutes after getting up are just as critical as the fall itself. Why? Because your body is still recovering from shock, your blood pressure is still adjusting, your muscles are still fatigued, and adrenaline might be masking warning signs. Many older adults stand up, feel fine, and start walking, only to suddenly feel dizzy, faint, or even fall again. This is caused by orthostatic hypotension, a quick drop in blood pressure when you move from lying down to standing. It's common in people over 60 and often goes unnoticed, but it's completely preventable. What you need now isn't motion, it's monitoring. This recovery phase is about rebalancing your system, reconnecting with your breath, checking your pulse, rehydrating your body, and giving yourself time to stabilize. According to a 2022 Harvard Medical Review, seniors who stayed seated or supported for just 2 minutes after standing reduced their risk of post-fall fainting by 70%. That's not just a number, that's peace of mind. This is the moment to pause, not push. Confirm that your body is truly ready, not just running on adrenaline. Emotionally, this is when calm becomes confidence. You've taken back control. Don't lose it by rushing the finish line. The fall may have knocked you down, but this recovery window is where you rise stronger than before. How to do it? After standing, remain seated or supported for at least 2 minutes. Place your hand on your chest or wrist and feel your pulse. Don't count, just notice your rhythm. Take 3 deep breaths. Sip a small glass of water. If possible, wrap a light blanket around yourself to stay warm. If you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or confused, sit back down immediately. Let your body stabilize before taking any steps. Once you feel steady, alert, and warm, you're ready to continue your day. You've now completed the 5 essential steps. But before we wrap up, there's one last powerful reminder. Practical advice for older adults. You don't have to be fearless. You just need to be prepared. Falls can happen to anyone, even the strongest people. What matters most is how you respond. Practice these steps before you need them. Go through the breathing, the stillness, the roll and rise. Make them second nature, because confidence isn't luck, it's training, and every bit of preparation you do today could make all the difference tomorrow. And the best part, it's never too late to begin. You are not fragile, you are adaptable. Give your body a plan, and it will surprise you in ways you never imagined. Conclusion, you're not powerless, you're prepared. A fall can feel like a betrayal, sudden, silent, and deeply personal. But here's the truth most people never hear. Falling isn't failure, it's feedback. Your body isn't trying to punish you, it's trying to speak to you. Every stumble, every moment of imbalance carries a message, and when you understand those patterns, you don't have to fear the floor anymore. Right now, you hold 5 simple, powerful tools that could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Not through dramatic rescues or expensive gadgets, but through calm, intelligent, and confident action. Breathe, pause, check, rise, recover. These are more than steps. They're life skills. They don't demand youth or strength, only awareness, practice, and the belief that your body can rise again. And here's the deeper truth. Confidence comes from clarity. When you know what to do, your body listens. When you trust your plan, fear loses its grip. So start today. Practice the steps. Print them out. Teach them to a friend or family member. You may never need them, but if you ever do, they'll be there, and so will you. If this video inspired you or reminded you of someone you care about, share your story in the comments below. You never know, your words might be the exact strength someone else needs. Because at any age, the power to rise has always been yours. But what if I told you there's one small daily habit, something you can do in just 60 seconds, that could dramatically reduce your risk of falling in the first place? That secret's coming up in the next video. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.